Hey, let's talk about pigeons, those feathered friends we often spot everywhere. Did you know there are over 500 wild pigeon species and more than 175 domesticated breeds scattered across the globe, from steamy tropics to chilly temperate zones? With so many kinds, people have gotten pretty smart about tapping into their unique talents, turning pigeons into a goldmine for sports and meat production, and giving a big boost to farming economies. Pigeon farming is kind of a dream gig. It doesn't take much to start, but the profits? Oh, they're huge. In 2023, the pigeon meat market in the Asia-Pacific region hit a jaw-dropping $95 billion. It's not just about the money, though. It's a lifeline for so many families, helping them earn a steady income while keeping things sustainable. It's like a win-win for both people and the planet. Now, if you want to raise top-notch meat pigeons, you've got to be picky about your breeding pairs. I'm talking healthy males and females with no blemishes, soft, glossy feathers, bright, sparkling eyes, and a knack for laying lots of eggs to keep the farm humming. The French pigeon breed is a favorite in Asia because they grow fast, have a steady egg-laying game, and can handle the climate like champs. Here's the thing. Most farms go for a centralized setup instead of letting pigeons roam free. Why? It's way easier to keep an eye on them. I've seen farms with tall, airy lofts. Think wide walkways, 3 to 4 feet of spacing between cages, and fans humming to keep the air fresh. Each cage gets its own lighting and ventilation, so it's always bright and breezy inside. Every breeding pair gets their own little love nest, a cage decked out with feeding troughs, water dispensers, and cozy nesting boxes. The cages are stacked smartly with a 2 to 4 inch gap between tiers to let the air flow freely, keeping everything clean and comfy for the birds. The real secret to success, though, it's all in the food. Farmers whip up a nutrient-packed mix every day, grains like corn and green beans, plus some extra goodies to keep the pigeons thriving. Everything's measured out just right, blended with fancy machines, and then rolled out to the farm on a feed cart. I love watching the farmers at work. They glide down the rows, scooping feed into each trough with such care, making sure every pigeon gets their share. The moment that feed hits the trough, the pigeons go wild, flocking together and pecking away like it's the best meal they've ever had. It's such a lively sight. Keeping things clean is a big deal too, especially in the summer when the heat cranks up. A spotless, well-ventilated space is non-negotiable to keep those pigeons happy and healthy. It's all about giving them the best life possible while they grow. Let me tell you, keeping those pigeon cages spotless is a daily mission, especially in the summer when the heat can turn things into a bacterial playground. In winter, we might ease up a bit on the cleaning, but the goal never changes: keep it dry and pristine. It's all about protecting the flock from nasty infections, because healthy pigeons mean a thriving farm, and that's what keeps the whole operation humming. Young pigeons are like little babies with their still-growing immune systems, so I'm extra careful with them. Disinfecting their cages and keeping everything squeaky clean is non-negotiable. It's the best way to make sure they grow up strong and dodge any diseases. By the time they hit 4 to 6 months, the females are ready to start laying eggs. They only lay 1 or 2 eggs per clutch, which isn't a lot, but on big farms, it adds up fast. We're talking thousands of eggs collected every single day. Those eggs are like gold, literally. Pigeon eggs are so rare they can cost up to 10 times more than chicken eggs. Most of them aren't even sold for eating. We keep them for incubation to grow the flock. A good farm can run 8 to 10 breeding cycles a year, keeping the supply steady to meet the crazy demand. After about 17 to 18 days of incubation, you can hear the tiny chirps as the baby pigeons crack through their shells. It's the sweetest sound. We handle them so gently during harvesting, making sure they are safe, and then whisk them off to the nursery where they snuggle up with a pair of parent pigeons. Having mom and dad around makes all the difference. It's like a warm hug that helps the little squabs feel safe while they grow. In those first days, they're sipping on crop milk, this amazing nutrient-packed stuff the parents make just for them. A few days later, they start nibbling on supplemental feed, and by around 26 days old, they are ready to take on the next big step in their journey. After hatching, these young pigeons get more curious every day, flapping around and exploring their little world. By 4 to 5 weeks, they are fully grown, strong, healthy, and ready to join the flock. At around 2 months, they are good to go for harvest. We pick the best ones, the cream of the crop, and send them off to suppliers or restaurants that specialize in pigeon dishes. China's a big player here, with about 9 million pigeons across farms in places like Guangdong, Shenzhen, and Henan. They run a tight ship, selling batches of young pigeons every 4 days, up to 3,000 birds at a time, all carefully chosen to meet top-notch standards for the growing meat market. Processing pigeons is a lot like handling chickens or ducks, but it's all done on these slick, automated lines. Each bird goes through the steps: bleeding, feather plucking, gutting, and cleaning, in a flash, keeping everything super safe and hygienic. Once they are done, the pigeons are usually packed whole to lock in that amazing flavor and quality. Pigeon meat, especially from the young ones, is a nutritional powerhouse, packed with protein, vitamins, and minerals. One of my favorite dishes, fried pigeon. It's a total game changer. When it's fried just right, the skin turns this gorgeous golden crispy, and the smell, oh, it's pure heaven. Imagine biting into a fried pigeon dish, the crispy, golden skin giving way to tender, juicy meat that melts in your mouth. It's no wonder this specialty draws food lovers from far and wide, turning every meal into a little celebration of flavor. Down in Florida, pigeons aren't just about the plate. They're a sight to behold. With their vibrant, diverse plumage, these birds are raised not just for profit but for their sheer beauty. It's like having a living piece of art in your backyard. For many folks, pigeon farming here has turned into a refined, almost artistic hobby. And let me tell you, these pigeons aren't just pretty faces, they've got brains too. Their incredible navigation and memory skills make them the ultimate messenger birds, always finding their way back home no matter how far they fly. In Florida, breeders pour their hearts into training these birds for epic long-distance flights. When the pigeons hit around 6 weeks old and their feathers are fully grown, the training kicks off. They need a big space to stretch their wings and prep for those grueling journeys. Unlike meat pigeons, racing pigeons are the real stars in places like the Netherlands, the UK, and right here in the US. Pigeon clubs host these dramatic races that bring everyone together. It's like a big, feathered family reunion. Picture this: well-trained pigeons are released from spots 100 to 300 miles away, and the fastest one back to the coop wins. Some of these champs are worth up to $1 million, so you can imagine the tension in the air. It's a nail-biter every time. Watching these birds soar across the sky, covering hundreds of miles to make it home, is pure magic. It's no wonder pigeon racing has become a passionate obsession for so many. Breeders focus on raising pigeons with top-notch physical strength, dazzling colors, and lightning-fast flying skills to keep the racing crowd happy. Fueled by a love for speed and the thrill of victory, some folks will drop big bucks to snag the best birds. It's turned pigeon breeding into both an art form and a solid way to make a living, bringing in serious cash for those who do it right. Whether it's running a meat pigeon farm or chasing the high-stakes excitement of million-dollar races, the pigeon world is buzzing with opportunity. It's a passion that ties millions of people together across the globe, from the savory dishes to the heart-pounding races.